All right, everybody. Shocking sight, I know. It's a 94 LT1 automatic. No, I didn't buy it. I don't own it. I still don't own a Corvette, and the Viper's gone. I'll get something fun at some point. For now, I bought a Golf with a 2.5 and a manual, drive back and forth to work. That's pretty fun, whatever. Anyhow, so this car is not mine. It's my friend Mike's car. This is a basically stock 94 LT1. However, you can see it does have the chassis bracing add-on kit underneath it, which I think does wonders for this chassis. But the big thing it has is this car actually has a Dana 44 swap with 345 gears from a manual car. And I don't know what he had to do, if the half shaft or the axles or whatever had to be changed. I don't know what all he had to do, but he did that. And it really woke this car up, and it got me wondering, what exactly does this thing run the quarter mile? This is a 167,000 mile car. He maintains it really well mechanically. C4 slumming, because he's also got a C7. It's a really fun car to drive, but it feels so snappy with the 345s. And so I'm really curious how much of it's placebo from the gears, because I've had cars with gears before, and there's always that effect where it's like, whoa, this thing feels so much faster. I added so much power or whatever. But I want to know how much of it's placebo and how much of it's legit. Stock, this car had 259 gears, so I know there's probably some difference there from the original quarter mile time to what it will run now, just for the first 60 foot. Getting out of the hole, the 259s are awful. It's still a good torquey engine, but anyhow, I'm gonna run it on the Dragy right now and find out what it runs, because I gotta know. So let's find out. There's a cat. So my guess is we're on our way to the undisclosed location in Mexico now. I'm gonna guess this car's stock, just based on things I've seen online, and cars I've owned. I've never had an LT1 automatic. I've had L98 automatics and LT4s, which are all manual. Never had an LT1 auto myself. I'm gonna guess from stuff I've seen stock, with a 259, it'd probably run like a 13.9 at 101. It'd be my guess. That's just my guess. That's probably pretty close to accurate though. Now this car feels pretty snappy with the 345s. I'm gonna guess it's gonna gain a couple tenths. Honestly, out of the hole, it's got Nitto NT555 G2s, which are so-so, but they're pretty good tires. I've had them in the past on a couple vehicles, one of which was an LT4. It's all about how well it hooks. So my guess is, I'm gonna try to brake launch it. I don't want to spin. I'm trying to brake launch it. I'm betting I'm gonna get like a 2.1 60 foot, because there's probably gonna be a little bit of spin. And I bet you it runs just off the butt dyno like a 1360 at 102.4. That's my guess. Let's find out exactly what it runs. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do a little brake launching here, and we'll see what it does. Like I said, I think about a 1365 at like 102.4. I'm gonna load it as much as I can. That's about it. All right. You could feel that there was just a little bit of, it was just held. You could feel the burning time, to the tune of half a second. So I ran a 14.15. I'm gonna look at the miles per hour now. My 60 foot time was pretty much right on 2.16. Let me check out miles per hour. All right, so I made the run and I looked, and it's 14.15 at 99 and change. which is interesting with a 2.15 60 foot, which is interesting because that's exactly what my 307 geared L98 car ran. It was an L98 automatic with 307s. Very torquey, different torque curve, similar torque figure. Although that car only ran 97 miles per hour versus the 99 this thing ran. Now, I think you can, if you watch that, you can really feel the gear holding just a little too long. You know, it felt like it got up to 6 and kind of, and it shifted hard, but I just feel like there was a slight delay there. I think it was all transmission. Honestly, okay, so the miles per hour too, I think that's equally as affected. I think there's 2.5 miles per hour, you know, to be gained there. Maybe I'm being optimistic. Maybe this thing just traps about 100. But ET wise, if this thing shifted correct, it would do 1360s for sure all day long. Which, you know what? He bought the car for, I don't know, I think $6,000. He's done a lot of maintenance to the car because he drives it. He drove this car recently from Southwest Michigan to Chicago, which is, you know, a 2.5 hour drive. He takes this thing all over, to Indiana regularly. I mean, no, he's wild though. He's wilder than me. Like, I demand like a certain amount of reliability, but honestly, I think he's put about 10,000 miles in this car, and he maintains it diligently. I think he's done like the the chassis stiffening. He's done a lot, so he maintains it properly. Anyhow, I know this transmission is literally one straight out of the junkyard, because he did swap this transmission. I think his other one was slipping a little or something like that. I'm not sure what the issue was, but this one shifts well, like I said, the holding, whatever. So he's going to find out how quick his car is when he watches this video. He doesn't know that I'm dragging it right now. He left it at my house to check out the chassis stiffening, but I know he's curious on what it runs, so obviously I had to do it. But this will be his motivation to see about his transmission shifting or whatever. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Enjoy. Now you know, in this specific instance, exactly what a car with 345 gears runs. Does it really improve your quarter mile time? I don't know. It probably depends on your tire. It spun a little bit off the line. Anyway, hey, it's all fun. I miss driving a C4, and this has been a lot of fun. Hopefully I can find one soon. And thank you for watching.